Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lighthouse. My name is Light. I'd like to thank my ancestors, my angels, my guides, my ascended masters, the divine, for allowing me to be a crystal clear channel. They're telling me, okay, so this is going to be a message from passed on loved ones, talking to heaven messages. Some people lost their pets, me included. We lost one of our pets. According to the ancestors, she is now in a whole nother state. I'm not gonna tell you. They're asking me to not share which ones, but let me just put it this way. Cats, household cats, are capable of meditation, and they're also capable of jumping through physical portals. If you have a cat, you understand what I'm talking about. You'll be looking for the cat, and you know that they're not in the house. That's because they're not. But you've seen them in the house. They were in the house, but they have the ability to jump through portals. So our cat is still in the physical. She's just not with us anymore. She told me that she had to transcend into a different dimension to keep us protected in her higher form. Our feline is an ascended master. I stopped giving a fuck about what people think. They said, if you know, you know. I'm just a thought away, says your loved ones. Look, see? Cats and dogs. They said, I will send them without wings, so no one knows that they are angels. They said, tears from heaven, Eric Clapton. Some people, another family member, a very dear family member of mine, passed away over the holiday. And it was hard on me that we couldn't go to the memorial. Now, she was a maverick, because I've never heard of anybody that I know personally giving their body to science. She always worked in the health field when she was working. And I know about closed casket. They said Casper. The friendly ghost. I know about closed casket, open casket, of course, and cremation. I've never heard of anybody giving their body to science. It was hard for me because I was understanding that my food and drink was going to be poisoned if I went anywhere near the family that I no longer deal with. Like I tell you guys all the time, as a high priestess, we're privy. I don't know everything. Only fools know everything. But I'm privy to information, whereas it pertains to my safety. I can't go anywhere near you guys again. I told my father. I don't think he believed me. He told me that I need to stop this foolishness. He texted I'm not above anything. I'm not above anything. I needed some money for something, so I asked my daughters to reach out to him. I don't talk to him anymore, but he had sent money for Christmas, so I said, why not? And that was unexpected, and I was grateful. Even if I don't fuck with you anymore, I'm grateful for things, but money is an energy. With that money, it's almost like I wish I would have never took the shit. With the money and the long-ass paragraph that you sent my daughters, that energy came with the money. And when we spent the money, it was just like your energy, you was like right here in the room with your negative fucked up energy, confirming and reaffirming why I no longer fuck with you. Money's an energy. You can't just take money from anybody. But I'm grateful. I'm not above it. We needed it. I needed it. I'm in a temporary situation right now, and I needed it. We need money to pay where we are. We need money every day. Every day I need money to pay for what I'm handling. And it's not pretty. I don't always have the money, but somehow it comes out of nowhere. Quite literally comes out of nowhere. And I feel like this pertains to somebody because as a result of somebody passing away, maybe they were their breadwinner. They said time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe they were the breadwinner. Somebody passed away, and now they're all the person survivor. They said survivors remorse. They passed away, and as a result of that, housing is different now, or is about to be. I watch over you every day, every day. They said, every. I heard that song back in the Bronx when it first came over. When we came from Walt Disney World a few years ago, we saw all sorts of whimsical features in the clouds. We saw Mickey's ears. We saw Rose. They showed me Beauty and the Beast. We saw a lot of whimsical characters, which up until that time, I never knew the clouds could make shapes like that. And they sure do make shapes to give you I'm learning over here. They sure make shapes to give you the messages. Messages come every and any way that you're gonna get them. Somebody drowned. They said drowned in sorrow and physically drowned. See this water? And then water signs are significant. They said Capricorn, but that's not a water sign. They said Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is significant. They're singing Gap Band, SOS Band, and then they said 1973, and then they said Fantastic Voyage. Let me see. I see all of your thoughts. They said this person was a biology teacher. As it take the message as it resonates. Biology. It said science, earth science, topography. And then they said digital media. They said REM, sleep. They're showing me Nancy, and Glenn. I keep saying don't tell mom the babysitter's dead, so maybe that's significant somehow. They said somebody, because they're showing me in don't tell mom the babysitter's dead, somebody fell off the roof and broke their neck. Unfortunately, that sounds like a freak accident. And then they're showing me arachnophobia. Somebody else got bitten by a spider. And it was a venomous spider. And I tell you guys sometimes, back in the day, we had a family friend that got bitten by a spider. The more I do my research about black widows, I don't know. It said my mind is free. Free your mind and the rest will follow in vogue. They said archways, the golden arches, McDowell's. My mind is free, and yours should be too, or will be too, once you heal, once you know the reason. Try to get in touch with me. So this person that they're trying to get in touch with is, I said soulmates. We are soulmates, and there you go. That's why they can, once you heal, once you recognize that there's a reason, and I have served my purpose, you'll be willing and able to listen to me and the message that I have to give you. They said lilies, flowers. And then they said florist, agriculture. They said Arbor Day. When we were in high school, or junior high school rather, actually, it was elementary school. We moved over to Yonkers from the Bronx. In 1990, we moved from the Bronx into Yonkers. We were in Florida with our family for about 3 weeks, and then another 3 weeks in Poughkeepsie with our grandparents. During that time in Florida in 1990, I almost lost my damn life. We are soulmates again. I've become one of your guides. We are soulmates. And then they said soulmates, SOLEMATE. SOLE. So they either love shoes or left you a pair of shoes, or you're wearing their shoes, or they said Buster Brown, Tom McCann. Wow. Then they said bakers. Wow. I'm surrounded by loving animals. Spirit, they're showing me, they're telling me to ask you, excuse me. They're telling me to share with you about Spirit Babies. It's a book if you've lost a child. And the other book is The Secret Afterlife. Is it The Secret Life of Pets? No, that's a movie. The Secret Life of Pets. The Amazing Afterlife of Animals. That was the book that I read. Had me bawling cover to cover. Same thing with the Spirit Babies. It's just touching. If you know, you know. It's touching. I see all of your thoughts. My death was painless. Please don't worry. They said I died quickly. Some people, they're showing me breathing. They couldn't breathe. Respiratory failure. They said the upper room. The upper room life. All right, any other messages? They said flooding at Katrina. They said, Katrina, I have become one of your guides. I'm watching over you. I am with the rest of the family. I heard somebody say, fuck that family. Then they said, fuck that bitch. I don't know what that's about. I have a new understanding. We will be together again soon. They said clouds, the cloud people. I didn't even know there was such a thing, of such a collective of, you know, of higher vibrational beings, collective energies, the cloud people. And when I found that out, I listened to, you know, some it was like, it wasn't a reading, it was just like a channeled message, and I was just, it was very sad. I had to leave that way. Jamaicans have a saying, if you're supposed to die by fire, you're not drowned. They said some people died climbing up a ladder, like I was saying, falling off the ladder. There's a ladder. And they said some people died because they got caught up with the wrong people, trying to climb the corporate ladder. That's what I heard. Let's see what this says. I feel happy and healthy. They said my mind is free. It is beautiful where I am. With the rest of the ancestors and loving, I am here. Some people, they said, they can understand if you don't feel, you feel relieved that some people passed away, and they understand why. They finally understand how they made you feel. They said the Great Lakes, Lake Tahoe, somebody drowned, and then they show, what's the lake? You couldn't pay me to go there, man. What's that fucking lake? Lanier. You can't pay me to go to that motherfucker. No, there's no such thing as death. They said we are all one in the circle of life. There is no such thing as death. It's just transformation, transcendence. They said you are not alone. We are here with you. The Lighthouse. And then there's a movie called The Lighthouse, and the Lighthouse Guild, and all sorts of things with lighthouses. They said horses and unicorns are significant. And then they said Harry Potter. They were a Potterhead. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. And they said one of those places is Diagon Alley. That they're a Potterhead. I was met by so many loving people. I am sorry. Please forgive me. And they want me to actually read this card. Let's see what it says. I am sorry. Please forgive me. 37. The number 37 could be significant. Hold on one second. Let's see. They don't often ask me to read from the book. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. They said, we give thanks for helping hands. And then they said somebody has a tattoo like that, praying hands. Now that I'm over here, I had a chance to review my life. I understand how my actions affected you, and I need to apologize so that both of our souls can move forward. You see, if either one of us is hanging on to guilt or resentment, it stalls our personal growth. Please know that at every moment, please know that at every moment I was doing the best that I could. They said everybody makes choices based on the, the information they have at that time. Sometimes you find out it was a good choice. Sometimes you find out it was not. And then I'm getting a car accident for somebody. Excuse me. I will now finally admit to you how frightened I was. I made an effort to appear strong, but underneath I was scared of everything, including life. I've covered up my fears by closing my heart to hurt. I covered up my fears. They said tears for fears. And then they said, aha. Take on me, from 80s music. I covered up my fears by closing my heart to feeling emotions, and I know this hurt you quite a bit. I promise now that I've learned from this error. I promise that now that I have learned from this error, but I have also had to forgive and have compassion for myself. I ask that you please do the same and forgive me too. I said I'm standing right next to you. Sometimes you smell cooking. Sometimes you... Any other messages, guys? They said sometimes you smell cooking. They said see. Sometimes some people have... They show me a gold bracelet, like a gold baby bracelet we used to put over there, over on babies. You know, back in the day. They show me that. And then they said if you have lost a child, you are more than welcome to go over to my spirit baby messages and see the the spirit baby say, I am with the rest of the family. There were other people to receive me. I was not alone. Any other messages, guys? It said butterfly kisses, Eskimo kisses, blowing raspberries. And then they said, made this a Kodak moment. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. They said, I tried to choose love in every instance, but it didn't always work out for me that way. But your truth is not mine. 15, 16, 5, and 6 is significant. Any other messages? Choose love, they said. Choose the heart. Choose healing. Okay. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. Let me see what it said. I'm just a thought away. That was the first card out. I send you loving signs through nature. They said the wind even has a voice. If you think it's your ancestor, it is. And you can ask them to test the spirit. 16 is significant. They said teenage, that she was only 16, Sam Cooke. So some people were only 16 when they passed. They said the wood, I will always point you in the right direction. They said that person always loved reading map books. They never wanted to use the GPS on their phone. Or maybe this person died before GPS was invented, before social media and stuff like that. My death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. They said, holding a vigil, holding candlelight. And they show me the card. I'm just a thought away. Every time you think about me, I'll be right here. They said, I'll be waiting for you, Richard Marks. Although you might not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. They said, you are my missing puzzle piece. And maybe the person used to build ships in bottles, or I forgot taxidermy, or putting puzzle pieces together. Digital media, they keep saying. And here you go, digital media. And then they said Kodak. They said a little Kodak. And then they said Kodiak beer. Yeah. They said the clothesline is significant. Clothesline. Yeah, we used to hang clothes on the line. Wash them by hand. Hang clothes on the line in Jamaica. And the clothespins. And then you had a piece of stick to hold up the clothesline so they wouldn't be dragging under in the mud. They said, yes, I'm here with you. I have never left you. When you are healed enough to stop crying and understand my messages, they will become clear. And you will have a better understanding of things. I hope that helps somebody. You guys be well. See you next video.